Today, as you know, is Shushan Purim, and the question is, uh, one of the interesting little factors is the halacha for Shushan Purim. You celebrate Shushan Purim in a city that was walled in the time of Yeshua ben Nun. So the question then comes up: wait a minute, that happened quite a few years, centuries before the story of Purim. Why is that the halacha? When Yeshua was alive, I don't think he would have thought about the Galut, Babel, etc. The answer is very simple. One of the issues is the Gemara wants to give primacy to Eretz Israel. That by putting it, that you say, celebrate Shushan Purim in a city that was walled in the time of Yeshua, of Joshua, you are giving Jerusalem, because Jerusalem was not walled in the time of the story of Purim. The walls had been destroyed. Jerusalem was also basically in ruins because of the Babylonians. It hadn't yet been rebuilt. The Jews had not yet begun to return to the land of Israel. The Gemara wants to point out the primacy of Eretz Israel to the Jewish life, that this is, and that's why, for instance, the Yerushalmi is called Yerushalmi, even though Yerushalmi was put together in the Galil, showing the primacy of Jerusalem to our life. Because we don't think about the Yerushalmi, but it wasn't done in Yerushalayim, in Jerusalem. And this is showing the centrality of the land of Israel to the Jewish people. It's one of the three legs, if you will: Torah, mitzvot, and Israel. These are the three basic legs of the Jewish people. That's what keeps us a people. If you will, Shabbat, Torah, and the land of Israel. And it's something that we should always keep present in our minds. The only time there's been an independent country in the land of Israel is under Jewish rule, not under anybody else, no matter what they might say. But that's what we're celebrating Shushan Purim, also to remind us that even though we might initially defeat our enemies, we have to make sure they are defeated. When the Americans had the massive bombing of Germany during World War II, they did it for three basic reasons. One was to destroy their capabilities of going to war, the munitions. Second was to defeat the morale. But the third one was very interesting. I got this, by the way, from guys who actually planned the bombing. I knew them. I'm old enough to have known them. The Germans said they dearly didn't lose World War I. They were stabbed in the back. So the Americans and the British said, okay, if that's the case, after this one, you will know that you lost. And the hardest thing to find in Germany when at the end of the war was somebody who had been a Nazi. They all denied, but that's the message of Shushan Purim, is to make sure you defeat the enemy. Something to think about, Kaddish Rabbanim.